Ever wondered why dignity matters so much in life? There's a power in dignity that shapes who we are and how we interact with the world. It's a silent force, a quiet strength that guides our actions and reflects our character. Dignity, my friends, is not about pride or arrogance, but about a deep-seated sense of self-respect and self-worth. Let's take a moment to imagine a person. We'll call him John. John is a hard-working individual who, despite the trials and tribulations of life, always carries himself with dignity. He's been through his fair share of knocks and falls, yet every time he dusts himself off and stands tall. His dignity is not a shield to hide behind, but a beacon that guides him. One day, John finds himself in a situation where his dignity is challenged. He could easily let it slide, but he chooses not to. He chooses to stand his ground, not out of pride or stubbornness, but out of respect for himself and the values he upholds. So what does John's story tell us about dignity? It tells us that our dignity is deeply entwined with our self-image. It's a part of our identity, a reflection of our innermost values and beliefs. When we defend our dignity, we're not fighting for pride or ego, but for our self-respect and self-worth. You see, dignity isn't something that's given to us. It's something we cultivate within ourselves. It's not about how others see us, but how we see ourselves. It's not about being superior or inferior to anyone else, but about knowing our worth and standing up for it. And that's why dignity matters. It's not just about respect or status. It's about being true to ourselves, about standing up for what we believe in, about not letting anyone or anything diminish our self-worth. It's about living life on our own terms with grace, courage, and conviction. So dignity, it seems, is a cornerstone of our very existence. But what happens when someone disrespects you? Picture this. You've just finished a presentation you've been working on for weeks. You've poured your heart and soul into this project and you're rightfully proud of your work. But then, as you step off the stage, a colleague dismissively remarks, "Well, that was a waste of time." The sting of these words cuts deep. Suddenly, all your hard work feels undervalued, dismissed, and disrespected. This is the sting of disrespect. It can shake your confidence, make you question your worth, and leave you feeling small and insignificant. It's a harsh blow to your dignity and self-worth, and it can linger long after the moment has passed. It's an experience that we've all had at one point or another, an unfortunate part of human interaction. But here's the important thing to remember. Disrespect is not a reflection of you, but rather of the person dishing it out. It's a mirror into their character, their values, and their insecurities. It says more about them than it does about you. Consider this. When someone disrespects you, it's often because they are trying to elevate themselves by bringing you down. They may be insecure, envious, or simply lacking in empathy. Whatever their reasons, it's important to remember that their disrespect does not define you. It does not diminish your worth or your achievements. So how do we handle this sting? How do we maintain our dignity in the face of disrespect? The key lies in our reaction. We can choose to let it affect us, or we can choose to rise above it. We can let it shake our confidence, or we can use it as a stepping stone to grow stronger. Remember, you have control over your reactions, your emotions, and your self-worth. No one can take that away from you unless you let them. Stand tall, maintain your dignity, and keep moving forward. Disrespect may sting, but it doesn't have to diminish our dignity. Have you heard about Stoicism and its power to help us handle disrespect with grace? Unveiling the strength of this ancient philosophy, we dive into the essence of Stoicism, a practical philosophy that has stood the test of time. Let's imagine Stoicism as a sturdy oak tree, weathering the harshest storms with unwavering resilience. Its roots dig deep, symbolizing our innate capacity for emotional resilience, and its branches reach out, embodying our fortitude in the face of adversity. Just like the oak, we too can stand tall, grounded in our values and undeterred by the winds of disrespect. Stoicism implores us to focus on what is within our control, allowing us to respond to disrespect with grace rather than retaliation. It encourages us to maintain our composure, not because it is easy, but because it is the dignified thing to do. Stoicism, in essence, is about inner strength and freedom, about maintaining our tranquility and dignity irrespective of external circumstances. So how does Stoicism promote emotional resilience? By teaching us to view disrespect as an indifferent event, something that does not affect our core being. It reminds us that we are not defined by others' opinions, but by our actions and character. Think of it as a mental firewall, protecting the sanctity of our minds from the viruses of negativity and disrespect. It allows us to maintain our dignity by preventing these external factors from disturbing our inner peace. Furthermore, Stoicism urges us to practice fortitude. The world can be a challenging place, and we will inevitably face disrespect. But Stoic philosophy encourages us to endure these trials with grace, to remain calm and composed, and to respond not with anger, but with understanding and patience. Stoicism, then, is a powerful tool for defending our dignity. It teaches us the art of graceful endurance, enabling us to weather life's storms with dignity and grace, just like the sturdy oak tree. It reminds us that we have the power to control our reactions, to maintain our composure, and to defend our dignity irrespective of the disrespect we may face. Curious about these Stoic strategies to handle disrespect? Let's dive right in. First off, it's crucial to understand that we can't control others. We cannot dictate how people behave or what they say, but what we do have control over is our own thoughts and reactions. This is the essence of the Stoic philosophy. It's about focusing on what's within our control and letting go of what's not. Secondly, focus on your reactions rather than the actions of others. If someone disrespects you, it's not the disrespect itself that hurts, but how you react to it. Your reaction gives it power. So take that power back. Respond, don't react. Thirdly, practice empathy. Yes, it might seem difficult, especially when you're on the receiving end of disrespect. But remember, everyone is fighting their own battles, unseen and unknown to others. When we empathize, we understand that their disrespect might be a reflection of their issues, not yours. Fourth, recognize your worth. Disrespect often hurts because it makes us question our value. But always remember, your worth is not defined by how others treat you. It's defined by how you see yourself and how you treat others. Fifth, draw upon the power of silence. Sometimes the strongest response to disrespect is no response at all. Silence can be a powerful tool for maintaining your dignity. The sixth strategy is to practice detachment. See the situation from a third-person perspective. This way, you're less likely to take things personally and more likely to respond calmly and objectively. The seventh strategy is to learn and grow from the experience. Every instance of disrespect provides a learning opportunity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to grow? The eighth strategy is to maintain your composure. No matter how disrespectful the person is, don't let them disrupt your peace of mind. Stay calm and composed. This is a true mark of Stoic strength. The ninth strategy is to set boundaries. Make it clear that disrespect is not acceptable. You can do this without being disrespectful yourself. Assertive communication is key here. And finally, the 10th strategy is to forgive but not forget. Forgiving doesn't mean you have to tolerate disrespect. It means letting go of the negative emotions associated with the incident. But don't forget the lesson it taught you. These strategies, when practiced, can help us handle disrespect without losing our dignity. So what have we learned from our exploration of dignity, disrespect, and Stoicism? We've discovered the inherent value of dignity, a quality that stands as a pillar of our self-worth. It's our armor in a world that may not always treat us with the respect we deserve. We've also delved into the unpleasant sting of disrespect, a common challenge that can shake even the most secure among us. Yet, we've found a powerful ally in Stoicism. This ancient philosophy encourages us to maintain our composure, to respond rather than react, and to hold on to our dignity even when faced with disrespect. It reminds us that our reactions are within our control, even when the actions of others are not. We've explored 10 Stoic strategies, from understanding the intentions of others to focusing on our own actions and responses. These strategies offer practical, actionable ways to handle disrespect with grace. Remember, your dignity is your strength, and with Stoicism you can face disrespect with grace.